State Beavers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. And the Beavers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Virginia's offense will go on the attack first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. He had a tough game in that loss last time out. 3 times he threw picks and only 1 touchdown pass. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The run inside. It's Beebe. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Which is if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Here comes the heat. Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it at the 30 and still running. Off to the races. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in with one hand. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play action.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Beebe. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Virginia. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he'll bring it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. It's a running room. Touchdown, Beavers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Running inside. It's Beebe. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Beebe. Might have a chance. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Looks as if we have a Cavalier who was shaken up on that last play. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Pressure coming. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot.
And he's got room. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he wants it all. Catch inside the 30 and still running. All the way. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That 14-point lead is gone, and now they'll try to get back on top with a scoring drive here. The run inside. It's Davis. Got enough for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's got it on the right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And we take a look at how these quarterbacks are doing so far. Chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. And the Cavaliers are flying down the field. Running inside, it's Davis. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. They'll run play action. Under fire, being chased.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Caught in the backfield. It's Abdullah. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Into the pile, maybe got 1. He stopped at the 21. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Beavers will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Powell. First catch of the season for this highly talented wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Clock ticks down. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on
the Beavers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got it. 1st down and more. Touchdown, Beavers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
And the offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Virginia sideline, there is so much excitement from these players. This has turned into somewhat of a shootout. The offenses continue to score, but I have seen some of the defensive players say, we have got to turn it up right now. We'll see if the offense can answer again, or if the defense starts to make a statement. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Cavaliers can really attack on this second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davis. Got a little grass. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Virginia.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for room. It's Glass. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Now on 1st down from the 30. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly complete. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Beavers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Hauls it in. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Durant. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Beavers using their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And It's a sack.
How about that from the offense? Second and goal. Everything says you might run the football. They try to throw it, and man, was that unsuccessful. Sit back in the...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Full clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the Troy Trojans.
And the Cavaliers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Catching up with Oregon State's head coach here to start the half. He is thrilled with the performance of his freshman quarterback. He has done a good job so far. He's been steady and composed in his first start. But they have work to do. He's got to take care of the ball and continue to push the ball downfield. They've got to catch up if they expect to win this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Tight end now in motion. They go to the counter. Got room on the return. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Unloads quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cavaliers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle. They extend the lead to 5 here in the third.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
Here we go. Ready? 129.
Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Beavers are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Makes the catch. It's Ferguson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the move. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense changing the play. He'll throw on third down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. He'll set up to throw. Finds his target down the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Rushes on him. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The run inside. It's Davis. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The RPO, it's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. Pushes ahead for one. It's second and 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll ride Davis here. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. And for the fourth period, and both of these quarterbacks have been in charge of an aerial showcase. So we open the final period with a third down play. The play action fake. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle.
38, Oregon State, 26.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Oregon State sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Beavers. A great catch and run for 6. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
It's on target and complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, and still on his feet. Touchdown, Oregon State. Once he got some room, it was over.
On these critical 4th downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Makes his way into the end zone for the deuce, and now they're within 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes. They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Working that left side now. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Cavaliers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Leaves it with the back. Could be an alley. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There he goes. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Number 95, set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throwing right. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Running inside. It's Davis. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to wisely as to when to use it. The give to Davis. He gets it all the way down to the 13-yard line, still short of 1st down yardage. And now on 4th down, do they kick the chip shot field goal or go for it? Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Butler.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Zings it complete to the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Beavers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. And that ball is live in the backfield. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed,